Hello everyone, welcome back. This is video number 4 in our series about creating a full authentication system. In the previous video, we have been working on the front end and we have implemented two features or two endpoints, the register and the login, but there was no time to finish the whole front end in one video. So in this video, we are going to complete and finalize the front end and we are going to work on the remaining endpoints. There are three endpoints. The first one is the forget password, which send the OTP to the user, and the second one is updating the password, and the last one is going to be the notifications. I will show you how you can fetch user notifications from the server by using the JWT token or the digital passport. So let me show you first what we have here from the previous video. So we have the login and then we have the register. So we are going to begin by the forgot password, and then we are going to go in the login and let's add one more button. As you can see, I'm not giving more time to the UI. I just want to show you how the functionality works. So please don't judge me based on that UI. It's just for demonstration. So I will create one more button. It just, we're gonna call it forgot password. And then let's go back into the store, and here let's extend from login register to forgot password and also reset password. And of course we can update this one, and let's go in the login, and this one will bring us to forgot password. And in the forgot password, we're going to create the component. Actually, let me copy the login component and I will paste it in here. And what we need is just the email, and let's remove all these things, or actually let's keep two buttons. This will take us back, go back to login. And this one will handle the forgot password, send reset password to our email. And we're gonna remove the password input. Let's make this one empty, and that's it. And then we're gonna create the reset password .tsx, and then we're gonna copy the register. And here in the reset password, the first thing we need is the email, second thing is the OTP, and last thing is the new password. Okay. We can update this, the email, and this one is going to be OTP, and this one is going to be the new password, and reset password. Let's remove this. Okay, this is giving us error because we still have we don't have these properties added to our store. So now we are going to our store and let's create the functions and properties. Let's define the TypeScript. We are going to define reset password error, okay, and forgot password error. And here we are going to define the reset password error and forgot password error. By default, they are going to be null. And then we are going to define the reset password. Or actually, let's begin by the forgot password. And here we are going to add the function forgot password. Okay, the forgot password is going to be async function. Let me check the extension in the URL. Let me confirm. Okay, forgot password, it's correct. We are going to send the email, and okay, and then we are going to process the request. We are going to say if the request is okay. We are going to disable if there is an error, and then we are going to turn the user into the reset screen to put the OTP that he received and the new password and the email and so on. So on success, we are going to redirect the user to the reset password. And here, of course, we are going to define the reset password. Okay. Reset. Okay, we have defined the reset password. Now we are going to, in the TypeScript, now we are going to add the function itself. Okay, the reset password is again async, and it take email, the OTP, and the new password, and it send the request. Let me also confirm the extension retrieve password. Okay, and the request post. Okay, and let's process the request. Okay, we are then decoding the information, and then if the request is success, we are going to take the user back to the login. Otherwise, of course, we are going to send or show an error. And now let me go back into the reset password, and I will, okay. Okay, now all good. Now let's go to the forgot password. We are going to take the tool function forgot password and the password and also the property forgot password error, and we're gonna replace this. Let me confirm I replace this in the reset. Okay, forgot password, and here on the handle we are going to do that. Okay, now all good. And also my npm server, I configured it to console log the 6 digits or the OTP. It will display it in the terminal. So I'm going to click on the forget password. Okay, nothing happening. That is because I forgot to customize the Auth dashboard. Let me go into the component index. I will also import forgot password and reset password. And here we're going to say else if. Okay. And here I will restart the app. Forgot password. Okay, I will put my email and send reset password. As you see, it has redirected me to the place where I will fill my OTP, email, and so on. And here I have my OTP, so I will put the OTP is going to be 106166. The new password is going to be 123456, and my email is going to be gmail.com. Reset password. Okay, it seems that the password has been updated. Actually, you have to be careful because I have a problem in the naming convention. I have just noticed that here, like reset password should be update password. Where is the button? Reset password. It should be update password. Okay, and also I noticed the retrieve password should be update password, but I hope that you understand like each endpoint, and you're able to distinguish between each one of those. So now it seems that the password has updated. So let's try to log in. I will say my email, and the password we updated, it became 123456. Okay. Okay, now we've logged in and all good. Okay, now the last thing we are going to do, I'm going to show you how we can use the JWT token we have in here, what we call the digital passport, to fetch user notifications from the server. So let me show you. I brought my PHP, my admin, and let me show you, we have notifications list in here. The user ID, of course, is my user, the current user that I logged with. So I'm going to say, let me add the function first to the TypeScript. It's going to be fetch notifications, and then we are going to add the function. As you can see, we are sending the function just like we did in the other endpoints, except we are adding one more field in the headers. It's we are adding the authorization field. If you do not include this field, our server will respond with unauthorized. So we will have to add the token. So we get from our store, we get the user details property, and from the property we access the token. So I'm going to save that, and I will actually uh, let me add notifications, and let's avoid the TypeScript. I'm going to put any, and here the notifications is going to be null by default, or actually just keep an array. And what we're going to do here is we are going to check if we have the response is okay. We are going to set the data, the notifications to be the data. Otherwise, we set it to empty. And let's save, and let's go into the index. Where is the index? And here I'm going to take the fetch notifications and also the notifications list. And inside a use effect, I'm going to call the fetch notifications. And let me console.log the notifications to see what do we have. Let me refresh, and let's see the console. Okay, we have received the response from the server. We have the data. It include, we can say actually, you have text, you have notifications dot data dot length. Let me try this. You have one notification. Okay, now we have fetched the user notifications, which mean our authentication system is working perfectly. Now we have connected our app into our API. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.